Hey guys, how you doing? This is JP Saricolia coming to you once again with another episode of this vlog, Age of Heroes. First of all, thank you for taking the time to listen to my podcast, to watch my videos, to follow me on the different social platforms. It's really a pleasure for me to participate here. It's a pleasure to give this content to you, and I definitely am very grateful that you support me all the way. So in today's episode, I really don't have a subject per se to talk about. This is not necessarily today in regards to a theme or in regards to a subject, that is happening in today. It's just more about sharing myself, sharing my personal experience. I wish you the best now that we're starting into November. Of course, we started into the holidays, now getting ready for Thanksgiving here in the U.S., of course, and of course the end of the year. So this last 2 months are always extremely busy anywhere, not only here in the U.S., but anywhere in the world. People are busy, celebrating, a lot of, parties and a lot of activities with the family, activities with the kids. So it's just always busy, which I love. It is my favorite time of the year. I love the holidays. I love the time after Halloween, of course, getting ready to Thanksgiving. And of course, after Thanksgiving is nonstop all the way to Christmas and the end of the year. It is definitely my favorite time of the year. I really enjoy, the time, being able to spend time with the family, eat a lot of great food and, the gifts. And of course, my birthday also is coming. My birthday is on November 29. And this year is special to me because I'm turning 40 years old. I never thought that I would get to this point in my life, I would say. I think, as we all know that we get old as we grew up, and as time passes by, you're going to get to a point where, you're going to be this age. But when you're younger, you don't think about those things. It seems like you always think that you're always going to be forever young and you're never going to get to that point. I'm not saying that being 40 years old, you're old, ready to die. I'm so young, it just get to that stage in life where you come to this, I think, this part, a new era, you turn. I think we all go through these eras. I think the first one is where you become an adult, or legally you become 18 years old. I think, the world changes. You become now legally an adult and you can vote and you can do all the things that you didn't do. And then, of course, when you become 21, that's the different, you get to that place in your life. So we go to different stages. And of course, as a young adult, their 20s and their 30s, you get married, you have family, and of course, you go to work and you do all those things. And then, of course, you hit 40. So I'm in that stage in my life. And this year has been very special to me. It's been very special because has made me think about a lot of the things that have happened in my life up to this point. I'm grateful. I'm very grateful to God, first and foremost, for everything he has done for me. To bless me the way that he has done it, with a family that I love, my wife, my daughter, with good job opportunities in my life. He has given me a lot of friends, things to do, being able to help other people in my life. I've been involved in ministry. Some of you might know in the past, involved into teaching, Bible, teaching the word, pastoring people, helping people. I've been involved in that kind of stuff. And it's something that I haven't done in quite a few years now. I'm grateful that he has given me everything I have. I consider that. It hasn't been just because struck out luck or because I work hard at it. You work hard at it, but still, I think he is the one that blesses everything. So it's been good. It's been great. But I'm coming to a place in my life where I feel like I want more than this. I'm grateful for every opportunity that has happened in the past, but I still want to learn more. I still want to grow more. I still want to move forward. So it come to a threshold in my life where I feel that everything that has happened until now has been a good experience and a learning experience, and has been a great, but it's not enough to the point that I say I want to continue on the same path. So I come to a place in my life where I feel like I want to reach for the stars. I want to do what I always wanted to do when I was younger, and I thought that I would do at some point. One of the reasons why I created this channel over 5 years ago, was because I found myself really felt trapped into everything it was in my life, trapped in, a lot of things. There were negative things in my life at that point. I was struggling, finding a place where I can voice, what's inside of me, my own personality, my own persona. And I created the channel just as a way to blow that steam, to be able to share things with other people. And it was great. It was just phenomenal. It was just an experience. It was just part of the hobby and of the multiple hobbies I had. But it became more than just a hobby. I found myself being able to express how I felt and a lot of things. And talking about, books and talking about, it started with, of course, with collectibles, with statues, being able to produce those videos and talk about those things that I love. It was very, very fun. Then, of course, I moved into books, and, the rest is history. I don't have the biggest channel in the world, but my channel, has gather a few followers here and there. Each one of you, I'm grateful for each one of you. I dedicated myself to do this. And of course, as you have seen in recent months, I have been changing the structure of things. I'm playing with a lot of things that I never did before. I'm talking about video games. I'm talking about entertainment, the news, all of that, with my own take on things, and I'm growing things and adding more stuff. I created this podcast. I really love podcasts. I've been listening to podcasts for many years now, but I never thought about me, myself, being part of it. And, I said one day, somebody mentioned it and I said, you know what, I should create a podcast. And didn't know what to do. So I started investigating and finally I just created one, which I'm glad. There's a lot of work to be done just to make it work perfectly or the way I want it. But we're going to get to that point. So I've been thinking for so long, you go to work, you do your due diligence, you do everything you have to do, but you still feel unsatisfied. So for months throughout this year, I've been thinking about pretty much quitting my job and dedicating myself to pursue my own personal dreams. Of course, you think about those things when you're younger, even when you're newlywed and you have a small kid. In this case, I only have a child, so which I'm glad. And I love my daughter to death. And she's turning 18 this month as well, November 21st, which, I'm very proud of her. But she's turning 18 and she, of course, is pursuing her own life and her dreams and her passions. And we try to be as supportive as we can as parents. But also that puts me in a situation where I don't have any more kids. So the opportunity has been presented to me to being able to really leave behind what I've been doing for so long. I've been in the finance industry, in the service industry for many years now since I got married. So I've been working for almost 20 years in this industry, almost 20 years. And it gets to a point in your life where you feel like, you know what? It's time to move on. It's time to start doing what I want to do, what I have passion for. And that means to build a channel, to dedicate more time to reviews, to dedicate more time to the art. When I was younger, I loved art and I was always involved in art. I loved to draw. I was a good, actually, penciler. I did a lot of pencil work. I also love poetry. I wrote a lot. I love writing. And all those things made me think, like to start a blog, to start my own website, to build the podcast and also the channel where I can talk about a lot of geeky stuff, comic books and all that stuff. But also being able to get back to the roots of who I am as helping people. Not only in the physical parts, like helping you to know which book is better than other, if it's a reviewing something, or talking about a lot of things, geeky stuff. But most importantly, talk about things that really matter. As a man that has gone through challenges, like many other men, I know what's the challenge of, being in a home, holding, keeping your marriage alive, even in the challenges of this world. Not only that, being a parent and the challenges of being a parent and the challenges of, keeping a job and, maintaining, the world we live in is so difficult at times. And, it seems that it's going to swallow you up. But I feel that all of those things have come to a place where I feel that this is now or never. I'm still young. I still feel young. It's time to really make those dreams come true. Really dedicate myself to what I want to do and, make a living out of it. So that's one of the reasons why, you see me pushing towards my channel more than ever. I created a Patreon account. To be honest, I don't even know how to do a lot of things, how things are going to unfold. I just know that this is the time to make those changes in my life to better myself, to maybe create a daily vlog, to talk about things, to participate with you, to have that, that you've been entertained, but also that you have a place where you feel comfortable to talk to someone as a friend, because I consider you my friend, and I want to be a friend to you as well. That you feel that, you can come to a place where, you can be yourself. This has always been my main goal in life, is to push people to follow their dreams and, to find their purpose. I believe that each one of us has a purpose, and sometimes we don't know what that purpose is. And we need to look for it. So this is what I'm doing. I thank for each one of you that takes time to watch the videos, to listen to the podcast, to give ideas. You're always welcome to share your thoughts. I love when you leave your comments and I'm able to have that discussion with you. I think it's great to have a discussion. I have learned a lot through these past 5 years, that there's a lot of things that I should do and there's a lot of things that I shouldn't do. And my channel is not only about pleasing people. It's not about pleasing people just to bring and grow the channel, with more views, which I love. I want to have more viewers. I want to have more people watching my stuff. I want to help more people. But at the same time, I have learned that there is a balance that you have to learn, that not everyone is here for the right reasons, or everyone just wants to get a little piece of information, which is okay. So I remember back in those days, sometimes people ask me, can you review this? And I had no interest in reviewing any of the stuff they asked me, but I still went and got it, bought it, spent money on it just to review it for people. And ultimately there's no goal for me, because then I end up with something that I don't want and I have to maybe sell, to someone else. So I'll have learned not to really get carried away by it. It's just to be myself. And this channel is more than just reviews, even though the name is JP Sarra Reviews. The name has changed different times, but it's always been this. It's more about reviews. It's about talking about life. It's talking about geeky stuff. It's about talking about those things that matter to me from my point of view, whether it is right or wrong, whether you accept it or not. It's about just being myself and being honest with myself to express how I feel about things. It's always been the case. It's the reason why I created the channel in the first place. There was nothing else behind it. It was just me expressing myself and sharing with you how I feel. And that is, I'm so grateful that many of you can understand where I come from, even though sometimes might not realize what I go through or might not fully comprehend what I'm saying. I'm very grateful that you have, become my friends. And I have made so many good friends through this channel up to this day, people that I talk on a daily basis on Facebook. We chat, we text message, because we are friends. We became friends because of this channel. This channel became an outlet where I was able to express myself. In this case, my YouTube channel. So, if you are in the same place that I am, maybe you're looking into creating your own channel, or maybe you want to be a writer, or maybe you want to be an artist, or maybe you want to do, I don't know, be a clown, put it this way. I don't know. Whatever you want to do, maybe that's your dream. Maybe that's what you've been looking for. Maybe you want to, but you have to go to work. You have to pay, your dues. You have to do all those things, and you feel that you never get the chance. All I can tell you is this: whatever is in your heart, just do it. Just jump on it, whether it's safe or not. Of course, if you're married, talk to your wife, or talk to your spouse, or talk to your husband, and let him know how you feel about things, what you want to do with your life. Maybe you are feeling trapped in a job. Maybe you're making a lot of money, like I was, making a lot of money and still feeling trapped and unable to move forward. Maybe it's time for you to find that and says, I want to do this. Maybe I want to start a comic book store. Maybe I want to start selling stuff on eBay. Maybe I want to start, I don't know, e-commerce. I want to do this. I want to start a restaurant. I want to go back to cooking. I want that. I want to, bake cakes. Whatever you want to do, just pursue it. Because like this, the podcast, the name of this podcast is Age of Heroes. We live in an age of heroes. You don't know what you're going to do. You might become a hero, not only to the people around you, not only to your family, to your kids. If you show your kids that it's okay to pursue our dreams and to be who we are, that we're not just labeled something and we have to live according to the status quo, that we can move forward, believe me, your kids are going to appreciate that. You're going to be their hero forever. They're going to appreciate that because you know what? We need to dream. You know, the world has been built on dreams. Everything you see, the big corporations, the big companies, the big things, everything has been created with someone there to dream big, you know, and that's the reason why we live in a world with a lot of things that, you know, many generations ago, people would have never thought, but someone was able or someone was daring to say, I want to dream and I want to dream big. So this is just the point of this episode today. Nor about any news or anything like that. I just wanted to share that with you. So, you know, please support this channel. I'm planning, as I mentioned this before, I'm working towards it. My plan is by the end of this year to really, after, you know, the start of next year, to go full ahead, you know, to go completely full time on this. So we'll see how it goes. Whether it works or not, at least we give it a try. So take care, my friends. God bless you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on my YouTube channel. You're watching the video. If you're listening to the podcast, please share that podcast with your friends. Hit the notification button on YouTube so you can be reminded of the videos and also here of the podcast. If you want to support this channel, and I really emphasize that, consider to support it financially through through Patreon. Whatever you can give, whatever amount is comes out of your heart, whatever you do, you know, I will forever grateful. It will support me a lot and it will make this channel grow. So God bless you. I'll talk to you again. Bye-bye.